Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Fairy Tale Family, where our goal is to put a little bit of magic into your everyday. So today I wanted to talk to you about just that, everyday magic, or specifically in this case, a product that has made every day a little bit more magical for me. This video is really coming out of a place of honesty. I wanted to chat with you a little bit about my background because as I've been putting out content, both here on YouTube as well as on Instagram and Facebook through the Fairy Tale Family, I feel like I haven't given you the complete picture of who I am. And if you know me at all, if you're one of my students, if I know you in real life, then none of this will be a surprise to you. And not that this is supposed to be sensationalist or a surprise or shocking in any way, but I just wanted to put out a little bit more of myself into the world because I think it's helpful for people who are looking to make that type of connection and realize that they aren't alone. My weight loss videos, particularly the first one, which I'll link up in a card above, the feedback I received on sharing my weight loss journey was overwhelming in a positive way. So I thought today that I could also share with you a little bit about my anxiety as the holidays start to approach, and they are my absolute favorite time of year, from Halloween through New Year's, really Christmas, this entire sense of like magic in every day feels so real from November. I'm fully in Christmas pajama bottoms right now, just letting you know the truth here. From early November through Christmas Day, I just feel like the sense of magic is really heightened for me, for my family, for my daughter. So with that comes a sense, for me at least, of anxiety. I do have diagnosed anxiety that has been unmedicated now through doctors' opinions as well as through my own personal beliefs, has been unmedicated now for about almost 4 months. And this directly connects into my weight loss journey, but we'll get into that momentarily. I am a firstborn type A high intensity person, and that's who I am. I have been working for years on coping mechanisms and deep breathing techniques and my own personal strategies to try to lower the levels of stress in my life, whether they are placed upon me or whether I personally am seeking them or putting them upon myself. So a therapist once told me that a homework assignment would be to have an imperfect dinner party, because I feel like my house always has to be clean, and when people come over, they're expecting a certain caliber because it's me, it's my house. I have very high standards for myself. And the Fairy Tale Family has been born out of a love of Disney and a love of this idea and believing in magic, but also because I want to work for myself. I want to be in control of my own schedule and how I spend my time and my day-to-day. So I really value the ability to have control, and I'm working on and have been working on for years what it might feel like to not have control and what happens when I don't, and how do I respond to that. So the holidays are exciting, but also anxiety producing because we host them. So we host Christmas Eve and Christmas for my family, my sisters, my brothers, all of the in-laws, my parents, my uncle, my cousin. It's a crowd. It's a crowd. We're a big Portuguese crowd. So hosting them gives me that control, but then of course I add these layers of stress about the menu and how things need to be presented. And I love those details. So this is like a push and pull inside of me all the time. And for those of you who have anxiety, maybe you're like, yes, girl. And for those of you who don't, like my sister, are like, why? Why do you do this to yourself? I don't know. I have no answers for you. So, okay. So pre-July of this year, I was on Wellbutrin, which treats both depression and as well as anxiety, and a host of other things, including some of my weight loss goals, were tied to Wellbutrin. So saying goodbye to Wellbutrin was actually a relief. I was really proud of myself for coming to a place where I could get off that with a doctor's approval. You know, they didn't want me off it immediately after surgery because they don't want all those chemicals and hormones that are going on in your body to go unnecessarily crazier than they have to. So I stayed on it for about a month, and then the thing that they needed me off of immediately was melatonin. So paired with my anxiety is sometimes difficulty sleeping, because I will lay down and then the lists build in my mind. In fact, I have gotten out of bed in the middle of the night to make lists because I felt like I couldn't sleep unless I did so. So I also have a hard time staying asleep at night. And that really started when Callie was born, that the anxiety around her and her safety, especially as a baby, like I would crank that monitor and just listen to it, and any shift in her breathing woke me up. I used to be such a deep sleeper as a child, and then as an adult, I'm like, if you breathe on me wrong, I will wake up. So coming off of melatonin was really hard for me. I felt that anxiety around not being able to go to sleep without a substance. And that is part of my addictive personality as well. So when I found this magic product, I'm not saying it replaced melatonin because that would be unhealthy, and I certainly don't take it every day, and it's in much less quantities as melatonin was. So I started with melatonin, taking it like 1 to 3 milligrams occasionally. And then it built up to like 5 milligrams every day. And then eventually I was up to 10 milligrams, which is like the highest you should be taking every single night. So coming off of that was hard. So I wanted to talk to you about, if you feel like you're in the same boat that I am, where you're having anxiety and you can predict that it's going to be heightened, to tell you about something that's been really working for me. And that would be the Calm by Wellness Sleep Blueberry Lavender CBD Tincture, which is what this is called. Isn't that a cute word? Tincture. That's what this little top part is called. It comes in like a dribble. So I found Calm by Wellness actually through Instagram, right? They popped up on my Instagram feed, and I'd never dabbled in the CBD world, at least with something like this. I have eczema and my skin is super sensitive. So I have had some like small bits of CBD in skincare products, and I couldn't really tell if it was calming my skin or doing what it was supposed to do, just because I've been working on like a better skincare routine to keep my skin calm, and I've been drinking so much more water. But for my nighttime routine, I just sometimes I know when I'm having those anxiety-ridden moments and calming tea isn't working for me, right? My deep breathing, my yoga practices, turning my screens off, none of that is helping me sleep when I get into bed. So I would say like once or twice a week when I'm having those high anxiety nights, let me show you. So it comes like this. This is the tincture, and you fill this. There's like a little measuring piece right on the top. It's 1 milliliter. You fill up the dropper as needed, and then you put it underneath your tongue and kind of hold it there, and you go to bed. It gives me the same like wave of relaxation that melatonin did, less strong, longer impact. So I also felt like with melatonin that if I woke up at 3 in the morning and couldn't get back to sleep, that I couldn't take a melatonin pill because I would feel groggy in the morning. You know, like if you take a NyQuil or a PM or something and you feel that like, in the morning, or you just can't shake that heaviness off, this does not do that. So I can take this at any time of night and still wake up for school at 5 o'clock in the morning and not feel that groggy heaviness. So I really like this. It's only 1 milligram. It's also THC free. So when I was researching CBD, what I needed to know was, were there like hallucinogenic, psychoactive properties in CBD that would get you high? And the answer is absolutely not. So CBD and THC both come from the same plant, but CBD is a separate chemical. It's not the chemical that's going to have those reactions where you feel like not yourself. I've never been high. Side note, I've never been high, so I don't know what that would feel like. Okay, so CBD has a therapeutic effect on your body. It has like this calming release effect. So for me, I need that at sleep. But Calm by Wellness also makes products that can help you focus when you're working on something, which I tend to be a fairly hyper-focused person. Comes with the anxiety, I suppose. So that wasn't really what I was looking for, but I did recommend to my mom who has joint pain. So she has pain in her hips and her knees, and there are days, like, she's not an old person and she's pretty active, but there are days when she needs to like physically use a cane because her knee hurts so much. So I recommended to her Calm by Wellness's CBD oil. That's a topical oil that goes like on the sites, like a lotion almost. And she is getting such good results from that. She says that like her pain has been super lessened. It happens quickly when she applies the oil or the lotion to her actual joints. And she hasn't needed to take like heavy doses of Tylenol and Advil. So CBD isn't just for sleep or just for focus. It's really for any areas in your body where you are seeking relief. And that can come topically, but it can also come like in an ingestible format like this. So when I was researching, and you all know I love my research, right? I'm looking for good deals, but I'm also looking for high quality products. So Calm by Wellness really spoke to me because they work with scientists, but they also work all the way down to like the farming aspect. They know and can guarantee you as the consumer 100% where their CBD is coming from. And they also are guaranteeing that it is absolutely THC free. Like there are no traces of that in these products so that you do not have unnecessary, lingering, or otherwise negative side effects when you're taking these products. Calm by Wellness, their mission is to infuse self-care into your everyday life. And for me, that goes hand in hand with the Fairy Tale Family's mission, which is about putting magic into your everyday life. And you can't really feel that type of like warm, snuggly, cozy magic of the holiday season, or of any day for that matter, if you're not taking care of yourself. So I write down every day in my Start Today journal, shout out Ray Hollis, that I am healthy. So I'm writing that obviously from a weight loss perspective and making sure that I'm taking my vitamins and drinking enough water and getting enough sleep. And this has been such a helpful little miracle to me. I wanted to show you how it comes as well, just because I know that like this is a really nice glass bottle and I break things, so I have to keep it in a safe spot. But it comes packaged in this little box with the wellness sticker on it so that it's completely safe on its way to you. That was really important. And they sent me this sweet little note, which I thought was also nice to get a little handwritten thank you. But I like that they're focusing on self-care and that they want you to feel calm and relief in your everyday. That is something I am really working on as a person, as a parent, as a teacher. How do I bring this sense of calmness into my day? Because I'm not calm by nature. So these types of products, to know that there is a company who is so transparent about their ingredients and where their products are coming from, makes a really big difference to me. So that's where we are. After my weight loss journey, I have to be super careful about the things that go in my body. I did get this approved by my nurses and surgeon to be able to use CBD. So if you're in a similar like weight loss surgery situation, obviously ask your doctor first, but they were like, yeah, absolutely no problem. CBD is not one of the things that are scary to us. Like I can't put Advil in my body anymore, which is, ibuprofen. I can't put that in my body anymore. I can do acetaminophen through Tylenol, but if I don't have to take a medication and I can take something much more organic, I'm on board with that. So if you have questions about CBD, how do you use it? Why would you use it? Hopefully I'm answering those here for you, but please leave them in the comments below. And in the description box, Calm by Wellness has been kind enough to give my audience, you guys, a discount if you are interested in any of their products. So I'll leave them linked below as well. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited for the start of the holiday season. And I wish you a calm, happy, and magical day. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.